This ain't a diss to nobody that rap, but I'm tired of hearing about all the bodies and crack, or how you was flipping pies, or telling how you ride, but you never wanna tell them how.
I begin to look at my old head and say, you know what? They are the worst people in the world. I don't even want to talk to them anymore. You can't tell me that you give me these drugs, you give me these guns, and you put in my head to do negativity, but not at one time have you stopped me in the midst of it. Even after getting yourself together, you left me out here by myself to do nothing but become a bum. Because that's what it is. That's what you're being, a bum, when you go out in the streets and you sell drugs and you go against what your family want for you to have. Your family want good for you. People look at me and say, man, this boy rough. He just said the third. I was raised right up the street. Marvine Street, the 5600 block. And guess what? I was the worst individual around here. The worst. That's why I'm here today. Instead of us destroying it, we're going to rebuild this. And it's going to start with us. It can't start with nobody else. Why would it start? When you mess up anything in the house, your mom have your friends come over, you got toys out and stuff, right? And they all leave. What she say, clean that up? You'll clean that up. All right, then that's what we got to begin to do. We have to begin to clean it up. It's like brothers like my cousin that just come home from them 17 years. You can't hear me keep saying it because he's a prime example that there's no benefit of it. If you ask him, he'll tell you, there is no benefit. What you got? You want, because you get a brown suit on and you go on the feds, you want to be thorough? I'm letting you know that they don't care. They don't have to respect the person anymore. Everybody's going to the feds. Everyone. And they're giving out a million years about nothing. Nothing. But maybe it is something. Maybe what we're doing is beginning to lose the focus on what we're supposed to do. Maybe the men went astray somehow. Maybe the drugs that we got caught up in got us confused on what we were supposed to be doing. Some brothers went outside and never came back in. I can remember sitting on the corner of Park Avenue and Grange selling crack, and I see a brother come home from doing 20 years in jail, and he'll stand right there, then go home to his family, and never go home. His family sees him when he rides by, and they don't even know who he is because the picture that was on his inmate ID doesn't even look like him anymore. So when you see brothers or little guys out there, they think they're better than the other one. The crackhead, you know better than the crackhead. You're just like the crackhead because you're taking from individuals. You're taking food out of other people's mouths, all because of a car that you can't even pay for. How many of you guys, there's drug dealers that finance cars? You're financing it. You want to be the big millionaire guy. To these girls, you lie to them, misleading our young women. We need them to keep the foundation. Y'all remember the speaking of the foundation of the community? This is what's needed. It's not needed to, we don't need to take to every individual and do this. It starts with one. He's from North Philly, you speak to him. He's from South Philly, you speak to him. He's from Southwest, you speak to him. He's from Uptown, you speak to him. And you tell him, go and clean it up now. Soon we're going to be forced to do things that we don't want to, like go to these corners and remove them ourselves because we're the ones that made them think that it was okay. So, look, everybody count on the police. And when they call on the police didn't cause the problems in the community. We did. So what we need to do is go in and clean up ourselves. I would love to sit here for 50 years, 50 minutes, but I always was told by a brother who had life, man, he said, talking too long can confuse the people. So I don't want to do that. What I want to do today is, again, let everybody know that the drug dealers are now no longer called drug dealers. They are called slave masters because they're giving our children pennies and they're not telling them, I'm not, here's something good, they're giving them bad. Anybody that does anything of bad is exactly who I was 20 years ago, and that's a bum.
We heard one side, try to give them the other side. Feel me? This ain't a diss to nobody that rap, but I'm tired of hearing about all the bodies and crack, or how you was flipping pies, or telling how you ride, but you never wanna tell them how you was getting robbed, or when you get booked and the judge playing God, give you life in the box, when you live, then you die. Never wanna tell them about single parent moms who strip to survive, still struggling and strive. Never wanna tell them how feelings need jobs. First tell them about the telling, when you tell them about the mob. Tell them about the bids, how kids need pops. Tell them about the downside when you tell them about the block.